What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the last Pitching Ninjas Filthiest Pitches of the Day for the 2024 season. I am Pitching Ninja, and I'm here with the man who put ween in Halloween, Will Leahey. What's happening, Will?
That's right, Ninja. First and foremost, felicitaciones los Dodgers. Ninja, the Dodgers are the 2024 World Series champions. Deservedly so. Incredible team, Ninja. Incredible team effort. We'll get into the mishaps the Yankees made in the fifth inning yesterday, but also kind of throughout this series. But Ninja, the Dodgers are worthy champions. Unbelievable team. It's a pretty epic squad, Ninja. So let's get into this game 5 where they clinched it, Ninja. Walk me through it, bud.
Well, the Dodgers ended up winning 7-6 in a ridiculous game. It started out 5-0 and looked like this is going to be a laugher for the Yankees. Jack Flaherty just didn't have it yesterday. He was cutting to the chase. He gave up 4 runs in 1 1/3 innings with 1 K. He had this painted fastball, but gave up bombs to Judge and Chisholm back to back. He wasn't the Jack Flaherty that we saw pretty much all season.
Yeah, it was an early dongfest, like you said, Ninja. And I too thought it was going to be a hideous game, and I was going to have to talk to my wife the whole time. But boy, was I wrong.
Gerrit Cole, on the other hand, pitched really freaking well. I love this, by the way, of Gerrit Cole and his kids 23 years apart. And he pitched like he wanted to be a Yankee forever. He went 6 2/3 innings, giving up 5 runs, but 0 of them were earned. Gave up 4 walks and had 6 Ks. He was throwing freaking flames all game. He actually threw several of his fastest pitches of the season this game, topping out at 99.5 miles an hour. Unfortunately for him, one of those 99.5 mile an hour fastballs was hit by Freddie Freeman. He also had this painted changeup, this nasty slider, this filthy knuckle curve to Ohtani. Here's an overlay of his fastball and slider, and you can see when Cole's at the top of his game, he tunnels really well. Very, very tough to hit. And then the 5th inning happened, and holy f***ing shit, did the wheels come off the Yankee bus.
Ninja, given the stakes, I think this might be the worst inning in MLB history. And listen, in the comments, if you have a better one, please let us know, because I'd be interested, but I certainly can't think of one.
No, certainly not in the World Series with anything like that. You'd see 1 or 2, but this was like a series of very unfortunate events. Aaron Judge dropping this fly ball, directly followed by this throwing error from Volpe. Gerrit Cole not covering first base here.
Yeah, Ninja, I wanted to ask you about that. So you've coached a bunch of different levels. You would certainly put that more on Cole than Rizzo?
Oh, it's definitely more on Cole than Rizzo, but Cole's explanation, which makes some sense, he was out of position.
I think I took a bad angle to the ball. I wasn't sure really off the bat how hard he hit it. I took a direct angle to it as if to cut it off. Because I just didn't know how hard he hit it, and by the time the ball got by me, I was not in a position to cover first. So neither of us were, based on the spin of the baseball and him having to secure it, and just a bad read off the bat. So
you can blame Cole, but Gerrit Cole pitched his nuts off this game. Prefer not to pin it on him because he was also a hero. And, what did he throw? 110 pitches around or something
108.
like that? 108 pitches. Dude absolutely left everything out there. So, you can blame him. And this is a sport where you point fingers too soon. But yeah, Cole's got to get over there. This was just absolute T-ball stuff, it looked like. And I guess this also shows the difference in these two teams. The Yankees, freaking awesome team. All the power in the world, but fundamentals matter, and you can't make mistakes as they did over and over again. Base running, fielding. It's just, that's the difference. You have 2 loaded teams and one played more fundamentally sound baseball, I guess.
Yeah, Ninja, Yankee fans will tell you that they saw a lot of this throughout the season. When it was 5-5 and the Yankees, still, they obviously had a bunch of opportunities. It was only the 5th inning, and there was, Stanton came on with 2 guys on base at one point. I thought that was 50-50 if he was going to hit a homer or not. But I was thinking, if the Yankees win and somehow win this series, I'll catch a ton of hell from it for being a Red Sox fan. But I was like, they just don't deserve it.
Yeah, I think that this was the flaw in the team. After the starters left the game, Clay Holmes had 1K in a third of an inning, had this inadvertently painted sweeper. Tommy Canely didn't pitch well at all. We'll skip him.
Breaks his bat on a base hit that'll roll through. A 3-0 pitch and a 4-pitch walk to load the bases.
Luke Weaver had 1K in 1 1/3 innings, had this filthy changeup. Mark Leiter Jr. had this hammer curveball, had 1K in 2/3 of an inning. Yeah, on the flip side, the Dodgers bullpen, Kopech had 1K in 1 inning. And look at these vicious fastballs to Jazz Chisholm. This is just mean. Then Blake Treinen, one of the heroes of this game, our pizza buddy, coming through huge. He had 3 Ks in 2 1/3 innings, giving up only 1 hit. He threw 42 pitches, had these absolutely disgusting sweepers, up to, I think, 23 inches of break. And he had this huge one to Rizzo. Absurd pitch here, 21 inches of break. Just broke Rizzo. This pitch was filthy. Here's an overlay of his sinker with 19 inches of run and that sweeper with 21 inches of break. Blake Treinen, you are a madman. This is absolutely disgusting stuff.
Ninja, Treinen's been one of your favorites forever, the artist formerly known as The Witch. It's great to see that he's cemented now as a Dodgers legend because he was truly one of the most important guys on this team. And those 7 outs he got were of paramount importance. And also, he's faced all these guys in the series a time or two before, too. So it's not easy for relievers to continually get outs against the same guys. And, I mean, he was absolutely brilliant.
Probably one of my favorite parts of this is when Dave Roberts went out to the mound. You weren't sure if he was going to pull Treinen or not. And here's what Dave Roberts said.
And you talk to Blake Treinen and you leave him in the game. Tell us about that conversation and why you left him in.
Yeah, you know what? I just wanted to look in Blake's eyes. Blake's our guy. Blake's been our guy. I just wanted to slow the game down a little bit. I looked in his eyes. I said, how you feeling? How much more you got? He said, I want it. I trusted him.
I love this because it shows that baseball is more than just analytics. Yes, everybody should make decisions guided in some part by the numbers. I mean, it's just healthy for the long run success of a team. It's just a huge moment of managing. People are more than just numbers, and this was big.
So, Ninja, I don't have a dong of the day here because Freddie decided not to hit a homer here, but he did have massive 2 RBIs in that dreadful 5th inning. Teoscar also had a massive double to tie it up there. And then, good on Gavin Lux and Mookie they came up bases loaded, no outs, but they did their job. They both had flyouts. I was absolutely certain Lux was going to strike out. I figured Mookie would get it done, but I mean, that's championship at bats.
Absolutely. All the little things. Watch Mookie. I believe he fist pumps his sac fly. Just getting the job done in these situations. Again, the difference between a champion and someone who's going home, runner up. And then last and certainly not least, Walker fucking Buehler comes in on short rest and just dominates the last inning, picking up 2 Ks. And these knuckle curves were filthy. Gets the last K. I love his face here as he's just screaming at the freaking top of his lungs. I'm hoping to God this isn't his O face because we'll call this his W face because this is the face you make when you win the world championship.
You got a war face? Ah! That's a war face. Now let me see your war face. Ah!
Round of applause for this Dodgers team. Way to get it done. Extremely impressive stuff. I mean, yes, they have a ridiculous roster, but a ridiculous amount of their pitching was hurt. And you've got to give credit to Dave Roberts for managing this staff. I thought they were totally when they were out of pitching. I mean, basically, they didn't have anything. They couldn't bring out Blake Treinen again for another inning. They would have had to go with guys that just you didn't want in that situation. Instead, went with Walker Buehler for that inning. If he gave up anything there, this game would be totally different because I don't know how long Walker Buehler would have gone, but he didn't. Walker Buehler came through as only Walker F. and Buehler does. Fantastic game.
A couple of notes. A shout out Phil Bickford. Redemption for him. The Yankees made him cut off probably 4 years worth of hair growth to pitch 8 innings for them this season to keep with their uniformity rules. Meanwhile, Jazz Chisholm is decked out in all pink in a World Series game. Either be consistent with the uniformity rules or don't. And then more importantly, over the Yankee rules, Judge with a tough game. I mean, he went from absolute hero, first inning home run. It looked like he's completely back because he also had an RBI in the late innings of game 4. And then he robbed a near dong from Freddie, made a great play in center field, and then made allegedly his first error of the entire season, dropping that ball, which ultimately, honestly, cost him the game. And then my only other note, Ninja, is the Soto sweepstakes. I thought he was going to stay with the Yankees, maybe unless they got swept. It seemed like they were coming back. And then after in his interviews post-game, it just, to me, does not feel like he's staying with the Yankees, which I bring up because this is of consequence for the next 15 years in baseball to what team this guy goes to. And I just found his answers interesting because he didn't need to be answering the questions. He could just say, I'm not going to talk about that now. And he decided to do a complete press release about how he's open to everybody else. Like, what are you doing, man? Just say, I was proud of my guys and I'm not answering those questions now.
Yeah, this isn't the time that is the way to handle it. But Soto took the other way. I think he's leaving it open to join the Pitching Ninja show next year as your co-host for the hitting side of the show. He did one of these.
I was thinking the same, actually.
Yeah, what do we have to bid for him?
I don't know if we can match the offer that Steve Cohen's going to give him, but we'll try.
Lastly, I'd like to thank everybody out there for watching the show all year. Make sure to subscribe. We're going to have cool stuff all off season. There is no off season here at Pitching Ninja. Will, don't you want to say something to the people? Will, say something to the people.
Yeah, guys, appreciate you following along all season. And congratulations to the Dodgers. Well deserved.
And now, my Pitching Ninja moment of zen. It's Gerrit Cole and Leonardo DiCaprio showing off their covering first base mechanics.